Thanks for tuning in. This is Optibotimus coming with another video review. And today we're going to be taking a look at the new Kids Logic's Transformers Generations Kids Nation minifigurines. Specifically, their TF-02 series. Now, TF-01 came out before, which included Optimus Prime, Grimlock, Bumblebee, Starscream, and Soundwave, I think it was. This one includes Ultra Magnus, Kickback, Sound Blaster, Thundercracker, and Skywarp. Now, as I said, they're the minifigurines, so they're the little 3 3/4 ones. But these guys are really very fun and just have this really adorable look to them. For the package, though, you can see real nice image here. You got the Transformers Generations, that logo here on the side. You got a real cool wire image here of Optimus in the back. Come around here to the back, and you can see that it has the LED light up eye function. And then you do see that this is an officially licensed product from Hasbro. This is technically a third-party figure. We always talk about third parties, but we really misuse that term. I mean, third party should be like an officially licensed sort of thing. So getting this to open up, you can see that you got all the smaller boxes on the inside: Ultra Magnus, Kickback, Sound Blaster, Skywarp, and Thundercracker. And each one just slides out. If I can get them to slide out. Oh, there we go. Sort of. Come on. They're shy, but they're little tiny boxes holding all the figures on the inside there, and really very fun, very cool. We saw this, like I said, last time, so several of these are repaints. Specifically, that was Sound Blaster, Ultra Magnus, and Skywarp and Thundercracker. Although Skywarp and Thundercracker look like they have different head sculpts, so it might be slightly different. Unfortunately, as I've talked about before, I no longer have the original set. I gave that away to a friend of mine who was going through some medical issues and having to endure chemotherapy and things like that, and I sent this out to him as a way to kind of cheer him up, and unfortunately I can't show you those. I do still have Bumblebee, so I'll bring that out. But for the packaging on these guys, here they are. So without further ado, let's get them out here and see how cool they actually are. Alright guys, so here we have the Kids Logic Kid Nation TF-02 opened up and out of their packaging. And again, Kids Logic has done a really great job of making Transformers just cute and fun. I mean, again, these are the small 3 3/4 ones. They're not the fully articulated large 6-inch ones. But these are really great nonetheless. Now, like I said, TF-01, that first series that came with Bumblebee, Optimus Prime, Grimlock, Starscream, I no longer have that full set anymore. The only figure that I still have from it is Bumblebee. But as you can see, the size here is very much the same. They don't really change all that much, although Bumblebee is a little, well, no, he's a little tiny guy. But you can see that scale-wise, they are very similar to what they came with in the previous release. Now, starting off first, we have Skywarp. Now, as you can see, Skywarp has this really cool look. That is very similar to what we got with Starscream. He does have a different face, if I remember right. He's got more of an open mouth kind of look, which is really cool. And then you can see that the paint on here is just really very sharp. Got this nice metallic purple paint, very nice silver. The black is very dark and eye-catching just by itself. Come around here to the back, you got the nice jet wings. You got the Decepticon logos there. You got silver paint on the thrusters. Again, well, then down here, or not the thrusters, but they're like the air intake, and then the thrusters down here are painted purple, which is really nice. I love how they actually also have on the side here little fins, which it's really cool that they did it. Now, for all of their articulation, it is a little bit limited on them. Like I said, you do have the head that can look left and right. This gets a little bit more restrictive because of these back sections. The arms can rotate fully. Well, they could if the wings weren't there. You got the guns here on the side. Those are the only weapons that he comes with. As you can see, Sound Blaster, Ultra Magnus, and Kickback come with different weapons. These weapons are attached, so you do have that rotation right there. Nothing at the wrist. Oh no, I'm sorry. That one's just really stiff. So the wrists do rotate, nothing at the waist, and then the hips just rotate around here. So that's all you're getting for the articulation, but you do have the light up feature, which you just push the little button here on the back, and well, if you push it in all the way, and the eyes will light up. And it's cool. I really like that. I mean, I think it's a very uniform look. I mean, it doesn't look too blotchy or anything, so I do really appreciate that. So setting him right there, kind of rotate that around so he looks like he's standing upright. Up next, we do have Sound Blaster, which is, again, the same mold as actually Soundwave, coming in a little bit more. You do have the little shoulder cannon. You got the black paint and silver as opposed to the normal Soundwave colors. You come around here the back. Some really nice molded detail. You got some silver highlights here in the back. You comes around here all the way on the head. You got some gray bits down here. Got some nice red around there. The articulation here as well. You got the head that does rotate. It's a little bit more free, except on the side here, but you can get them like looking all the way that way. The shoulders will rotate all the way around. You got the wrists, and then you got the waist. This is stiff, so you got the waist that rotates just like that. And then you got a replacement right hand that all you do is you pop this out, you pop this in, and now you have him holding his gun, which again looks really cool. I really dig that. You also got the light up function here in the back. Push that, really cool, evil looking eyes. It's just absolutely great. I love that they actually put those little bits in there. I think it's a wonderful way to kind of accent the actual figures themselves. Now, coming back, we have actually Ultra Magnus, which is, again, a white repaint of Optimus Prime. The head, you can see, looks left to right. It is kind of on this downward angle. It doesn't really look up, which is kind of unfortunate. You do have the rotation here at the shoulders, also the wrist. You do have a replacement right hand. Popping this off can be a little bit tricky, actually. And then get that in there, just like so. Oh, that's not even all the way in. There we go. Get that in there just like so. And then you have the hips down here that rotate out like that. But very simple again. You got the white, which stands out very nicely. You got some gray bits that are highlighting various aspects. You got the tires, and then you come around here, and then you got, again, red eyes. Now this one is a little bit more focused, whereas the other ones are kind of dispersed with the light pattern. I mean, you can really see where the actual light is coming from on here. It's not a bad thing, but I think it's a little bit different than what we got with the other figures. So it's something worth noting. Turn the light off so I don't kill the batteries on it, and then setting him right there. And then the new mold that we got in here is Kickback, and I actually really like this guy. Again, you got the light up feature in the back. You can see a nice red dispersal of the actual light itself. Really nice gold painted antenna. You got a nice gold chest, Decepticon logo. Again, black paint with some really nice metallic purple paint on there. You got some red down there and everything. Overall, really very cool. Now for his articulation, again, the head rotates left and right. The shoulders move all the way around, and then you can see that as you move the shoulder down, his wings also move. So that's all attached. He does rotate at the wrists themselves. Again, he does have a replacement hand. This is really in there tight. There we go. Pull that out. And this might not even be good to get in there. Whew, that's really tough, but you can see he comes with this nice little Tommy gun, which I think is really very nice. And then the legs actually move forward and back, which is different than all the other ones that rotate. I actually kind of like that articulation a little bit more, but the way that the design for him is, it really kind of helps facilitate that forward and back motion. So that's really very cool. I dig that. And again, like I said, you do have the light up eye gimmick with the really cool look on there. So setting that there, kind of position him. Well, maybe I'll put him like that. No. Yeah, we'll go like that. That looks good. And then, of course, Thundercracker. And again, the face is a little bit different. I'm not 100% sure which one Starscream came with, but you do have a different face than Skywarp, which is really nice. You got that nice metallic paint on here, giving a very cool blue look. You got very nice gold here for his cockpit. You got the silver, the black highlights. Around here in the back, you got the nice red and white, as well as the Decepticon logos. Of course, he does have the light up eyes, which just makes all of them look really very cool. Articulation is the same. You got the head that moves left and right, the shoulders, you got the wrists, and then you got the hips that rotate outward. So really very cool pieces all the way across. As I said, Kid Logic has done a great job of making these Transformers very cute and very fun. I think it's a bit of a niche sort of collection, and it's definitely not for everybody, but I think in general, they're really great little collectibles to have. Now, depending on where you are located in the world, there are different distributors that have these figures. So if you're trying to find them, them, click on the link down in the video description. You'll go to Kids Logic's Facebook page where they highlight all the different distribution sites where you can pick these guys up. But beyond that, guys, that's about it. So once again, I want to thank you for tuning in. This has been Optibotimus. Don't forget that you can keep in touch with me by liking my Facebook page at facebook.com/TeamBotimus and by following me over on Twitter at twitter.com/Optibotimus. Also, I'd encourage you to check out my website at optibotimusreviews.com, where you can see all my videos from the previous week, see what I have coming up for future release, and also get your very own Optibotimus t-shirt. And finally, I'd also really appreciate it, guys, that if you like this review, don't forget to please like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, I'll talk to you later.
Autobots, transform and roll out!
Class dismissed.